Hey y'all, we do a little bit of work on this cigar box today. What I've done so far is actually just got the tuners on it and got the neck glued in, bolted in, and the strap buttons put on. So now we're going to measure and mount this bridge. If you remember, this thing had a tail piece, this thing right here. It's supposed to go on something like this for the strings attached to. And I already drilled holes down here in the bottom of it for that thing, but I'm not going to be using it, and I'm not even going to plug these holes. I'm just going to leave them. I don't care. This thing is supposed to look rustic, I guess, and I'm trying to keep it that way, so I'm not going to worry too much about the finish. But anyway, this is the bridge I'm using. So we need to measure and mount this bridge. So what we want to do is go from the center. Let me move it around here so you can see. From the center forget what you call this. What do you call this nut? Zero nut. From the center of that zero fret, to the center of the 12th fret is about 12 and a quarter inches. Yeah, 12 and a quarter. So we want to go from the 12th fret and a 12 and a quarter. Could probably use a caliper on this, but there's 12 and a quarter that way. So then we want to get the center of the neck looks like we're going to be 3 3/4 to the center. Put a mark there. Come down here and put a mark at 3 3/4. And run us a center line from there to there. Going to be the center of our bridge. Well, actually the center of this center saddle. So I may need to put them marks in there a little longer so I can eyeball that a little better. So it's going to go something like that. Close, but we still need to measure this. Okay. We've got 2 inches wide. So I want to go 1 inch to the center of this. There's 1 inch. And I want to get that saddle. Let's see. Got these springs. Let me back this first spring back a little bit. I'm going to pull this saddle back a little bit. just a hair. Here's my center mark. Lost my screwdriver. Okay. Now, right there's my mark for the saddle. Alright, I just marked 2 holes. I didn't have tape there, so I'll drill those, mount that, then drill the other 2 holes for the bridge. Let's see, and then what would be after that? Mounting the pickup. We can go ahead and do that now. So here's our P90. And I've already drilled holes in this neck previously for this. Got a little wax on these screws. Strap your screw in, put the spring on it. And I got to get down on the floor and find my screwdriver. This is going to be a bitch. Okay. I don't see my screwdriver anywhere. Let me grab another one. Okay. If I can get this started or not like this. Doesn't feel like it is. Oh, hell no, I'm not even in the hole. There we go. I knew this was going to be a pain in the ass. I still got to get this other screw and spring in there too. I'd like to get this started, but let me try it. I lost my spring now. So you should always put a parts dish out, and I didn't do it. I just had this spring here just a second ago. Alright y'all, let me pause it, find my damn parts. How many of you saw that spring was stuck to the bottom of that pickup? I'm not having any luck hitting these holes. You know, that one feels like it just bit. don't like that screwdriver. This is too big. Alright, let me get the right screwdriver here. Damn it. Okay. That one's too small. I'm just having a heck of a time today. Thank you, John. Man, that pickup, yeah, it's got to go way down. See, it's higher than the fretboard. And this screw here, there's something wrong with this. This ain't going in right. God, some of this stuff just aggravates me. Simple little screw just aggravating the piss out of me. Adjust that later. Okay. Drill a couple little holes here. This is just a... Oh, I better check these screws. I didn't even do that. See what size they are. I can't put the output jack in yet because I'm not using the cover plate that came with this kit, and I'm fighting with Geiger. They well, I'm not fighting with them, emailing back and forth. They have told me they've delivered my stuff, but they have not. So I'm actually been in communication with this Chinese shipping company. Hang on, y'all, I need to get a smaller bit. I'll drill this one by hand, I guess. Shouldn't be too bad. any of you haven't seen Brent's new video from Tone Jagger, check it out, man. It's I think it's titled something like it's his first dye job on a guitar or something like that. It's his latest video, and he put a dye and true oil finish on this guitar. It's just absolutely beautiful, man. And it's his first time. That's hard to believe, because it, from where I was sitting, it looked perfect. Close enough to perfect to call it perfect, because it's gorgeous. Good job, Brent. This is a little slow, isn't it? Alright, I give up. I don't know if this bit will even fit this drill. Might be too small. Oh, that's why I'm hitting that center block on the neck. Well, that's good. That'll make that bridge really tight. See what we got here. Well, I guess I should have pulled that tape up first, huh? What a dumbass. Oh yeah, I still got a drill for a ground wire too. Since I changed the bridge on this, I forgot about that. So we need to drill a little hole and get a ground wire in there. I know I've already told Ted, but I'll tell you guys that engraved guitar kit from Beck's Gear that Ted got, it had some issues with it, a crack on the face of it. I've ordered one of those kits, it's supposed to be here January 5th. We're going to compare them. Let's see if the one I get has the same issues. But I was going to order it whether it had issues or not, because when I saw Ted's, I really liked that guitar. So thank you, Ted, for turning me on to that. What was I doing? Oh, ground wire. Let's see, I think it's already soldered to this pot. Yeah. So I just need a little hole right here. Something like that. And right on top of that neck. I mean, you guys carry a pocket knife. I've carried a pocket knife since I was about 12 years old. And I found out a long time ago, if I get a real expensive pocket knife, I will lose it. This one I've had, my wife got me. It's a Boker, pretty, not an expensive knife at all, and I've had this for over 30 years. So there's your pocket knife lesson. They're saying that off a little bit, huh? So I've still got the jack plate coming for this thing. These grommets, I'm not using those plastic grommets they sent for the sound holes. I did use the pickup that came with it, and I used the electronic, the pot, it's a 500K dime sized pot. We'll see how it sounds. I'm sure it's going to be just fine. Alright, that looks crooked to me for some reason. And it is. Well, no, not according to the neck. I'm gonna call it good, I think. Nah, I can't live with that. Oh. Pretty boring stuff, huh? Watch an old man put screws in. I got some more weird shit going on with my hands. My left hand I'll just be working, all of a sudden this thing will cramp up like that, like I got some kind of muscle spasm in it. I haven't talked to the doctor yet about it. I gotta find out what's going on. It's a bitch to get old, man. You be sailing along, thinking everything's cool, and one morning you're gonna wake up and your skin's gonna look like crepe paper. It happens overnight. You're gonna have all these aches and pains and shit that you never even thought was possible. My best advice, man, just keep moving. Body in motion tends to stay in motion. Oh, come on, what did I do with the other screw? There it is. There's the bridge. On this finish, you know, I just stained it, and I only put 3 coats of True Oil on it. I think 3 or 6, I don't remember, but I know I went against my own rules. After, when I use True Oil, I use steel wool. And I know I say I never use steel wool, but when I use it, man, I'm either outside or over the trash can. For some reason, that shit just makes me paranoid. But that's all I did. Put a few coats of True Oil on it and hit it with some 4-aught steel wool. You know, I don't want to make this finish anything spectacular, you know. But anyway, I've got the sound holes coming. Well, I guess I can put this pot in. Oh, you take the nuts off of it. Looks like a 10 mil nut. And that's not it. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys something. Aren't you sick of using these little Allen wrenches they give you everything? Oh, I am. So I did something about it. Yeah, I'm going to have to shorten that spindle some. This is the cap that came with it. And I don't like that either. I'll have to get some washers and put underneath this. But I'll show you what I did here. On Amazon. These are about $14. There's 7 sizes metric, 7 sizes standard. But they are from metric is 0.7 millimeter up to 3 millimeter. But these are so nice, man. Instead of having to keep track of all these little Allen wrenches, which I just throw them all in a little drawer. This makes my life a lot easier for very little money. Alright, well that's about it, I think. I need to find some washers for this. Then all we have is the jack, sound hole covers, and solder it up, put some strings on it, set it up. So hopefully I'll find out something from this dang shipping company today about where these parts are at. Oh yeah, I still got to put the nut on. And I'm putting that plastic nut on there for now. Here, let's do that right now. I think it'll be fine. I don't know. If I haven't lost it already. Got a mess up here now. Pull the tools out and know what to do with. How's that? Am I in the camera now? I don't think so. Yeah. I'm just gonna, excuse me, put a little bit of tight bond on this thing in case I want to take it back off. And I've got my lid glued down. ever get up and work and nothing's going right that day? What today is, everything I've touched is shit. Someday, the glue company's gonna make glue that the lids don't glue to the bottle. But I'm just gonna put a little tight bond on each end of this. You want to keep it away from that truss rod. And I'll just tape it down. I don't see any reason to put a clamp on it. That just sits there, something like that. Got a little used tape. All the rest of that, let that dry. We'll be ready for some strings by the time that jack cover gets here. Yeah, I think that's it. Can't think of anything else on this one for right now. Hopefully those parts will show up today and I'll get back on this and finish it up. Y'all take care.